Hello Summoners and welcome to another episode of FEHology, the study of Fire Emblem Heroes. My name is Joel and we're going to do an AR run today, only I kind of already did one. I was trying to sneak one in during lunch. I'm in the middle of a review cycle, so I was going to, quickly get it done, and in my haste, I didn't hit record properly on the video, so yay. That's okay though. It was really boring. They didn't have all their kit set up, and they had a disadvantage with the fortress. So yeah, let's get an actual one done. Forget the lame stuff. And it's okay to push. I think we're gonna get some more interesting stuff, and maybe we'll get smacked down. So let's see how this goes. I should have everything already set up. I have one defense result, and this is really interesting how this came to be, and I'll explain why in a little bit. For now, though, I am double checking that I'm recording. Okay, let's get started. Battle 2 and proceed. Tier 31. All right, we have. Thank you for putting this up. All right, Summoners, this is going to be a little different video. All right, I'm gonna show you what I have in store. And this is it. This is my spring Sharena. She is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the refine is just overwhelmingly amazing. It's not. But +8 for, basically being within 2 spaces of an ally. And yeah, I guess it's +8 to attack speed and res. So basically what I've made her is a res tank, and then the +7 HP is pretty dang amazing as well. So yeah, her voice is really annoying. But anyway, basically what I've got, wow, she just keeps going. All right, basically what I've got here is a Brunya kit. So distant defense 4, null follow-up, which is essential in light season because, Bramamon exists. Joint drive attack. Let's not talk about the legendary Corrin that got sacrificed for that. And then Mystic Boost. And then the important thing is Iceberg. She needs that extra attack, especially with how bulky everything is getting and how much bulkier all the defense units are getting with Note being on there. So yes, she adds defense, but Note adds HP. HP is an underrated stat, let me tell you. So yeah, this is what I've got. The basic plan is to basically plonk her in the middle, maybe be able to take out a unit, maybe not, and then have Black Knight to do all of the near save shenanigans behind her. What I have seen so far is this works incredibly well when we have a mixed team. When they have both melee and magical damage, these two units are very symbiotic and can take care of most threats. The problems I'm seeing is when a team is all melee or all magic. Because, they can take out, 3 units by themselves. They cannot take out 6 units all together, especially when one of those is legendary Altina. I think I had to take down legendary Lilina. There was a Midori, and this was in a practice session. And there was one more red mage. I think it was a Tharja or something. But excuse me, that was very tough. The other nice thing about this, though, if we're looking at Sparkling Boost, we get a +10 HP after every turn, and then you get +7. Or not after every turn, but at the beginning of every turn. So she's getting +17 at the beginning of every turn, along with the 6 extra HP that she's getting from Mystic Boost. Mystic Boost also helps a ton with dragons, and since it's Sothis season, that'll be nice. Although it has been pointed out to me that, there just aren't that many dragons. But they do happen, and when they do, it's nice. But the other thing is, it really helps Sharena versus Staves. And I know what you're thinking. She has enough magic that it doesn't matter. But when you have to tank that many units, and particularly when you know Staves are going to get danced, multiple hits with, even if it's just 5 damage, that's a lot. Like, that can add up. So that kind of takes that and negates it altogether. It's nice. As far as excuse me again. As far as buffs, I wish I could get more on the team. I mean, Air is basically sitting here as a debuff queen with Tamari, but she also really helps out at the end for cleanup. And she's got, 59 attack, 49 speed. That's enough to do that. I wish I had Fury 4, but I don't. Dagger is, boy, I got the coughs all over the place. Dagger is basically Light Shrine Soaker, which is super important. I need to make sure that Black Knight doesn't get hit by anything. You see right here, he's got, 113? So, and I'm not even going to do that math. Was that 127? Dagger is doing an excellent job. Actually, enough of a good job that I may switch that Life and Death to Fury just to give her a little extra bulk, because she has been having trouble. But we'll see as we go on. Milla is Milla. The extra turn for this team is really important because of Black Knight's speed. Not speed, but movement. You really need to be able to get that extra turn to get pots. And then Peony, she gives +3 across the board to buffs. And then that +3 on attack speed is really, really important for Sharena, because she's plus attack. I thought about the plus speed, but and this is, I guess we're showing stuff here with Fortress Advantage, so keep that in mind. The relatively it'll be fine, but the actual stats will be a little different. But anyway, so let's just go through the general shape that you're going to see with this team. What I've been seeing a lot, sorry, I don't have this set up correctly. There we go. What I've been seeing a lot, generally you have some kind of something sitting there, and
I bestow my blessing.
You have to smite Sharena up to get, to make sure you get the whatever trap is there, and to make sure she has an extra space. If everything goes well, you get to move her up one more space.
Here I go.
Good morning.
Understood.
And then this is the perfect line. Actually, the perfect line would have Milla up over here, but you guys get the point. That's an extra +2 to all stats if Milla's in one of these spots here. And just so I don't get embarrassed, I'm gonna break a pot. That ends up being a lot of extra stats for Sharena. And honestly, she's been taking a lot of damage from a lot of, or absorbing a lot of hits from a lot of units without taking a lot of damage. It's been nice. I'm really looking forward to using her more. I was looking forward to something other than this, but it happens. The only thing I can't figure out, Dagger is just not contributing to this team very much, and that's kind of across the board on my light season. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to the next light mythic, and I wouldn't mind replacing her. I'm not getting the use. Maybe if I was using like a Vantage setup, I could get that extra movement that she provides, but as is, it's just not happening.
If you say so.
So let's get the full
Maybe this way.
experience. And this is, obviously this is going to be way over bloated, but you can definitely see how much extra stat she's getting there with the +14 speed, the +10 or +14 attack, +10 speed, +3 defense, and +11 res. It's nice. That is plenty of extra stats to go around, and honestly, she needs them a lot. If the foe is attacking in, you get that extra defense and res. The reason I need a distant defense is because, you know, obviously, as shown here, bows exist. And she needs to be able to tank those. This setup will even tank a legendary leaf, which is nice. But,
I gotcha.
so, I mean, you can see that. The other thing I've been finding is that Black Luna has aged like a fine wine. It turns out
Yes.
that 80% reduction is still really good. I have been just amazed at how much this Black Knight has taken down. Last night we were playing in the Discord and he took down I think it was a +4 Eldigan, but still, like Eldigan attacked in, Black Luna hit and just demolished him. That's the kind of damage we're looking at. He does just fine against Note, except when she's next to Catria and she gets quad. She gets quads. That's a problem. But his high speed actually ends up being really good and gives him a nice player phase. The biggest challenge I have with this team is turn 2. And that is most of the time at that turn, I need Black Knight to be doing some sort of damage. I would like to be able to take out 3 units at that point, 1 with Sharena, 1 with Black Knight, and an additional with Peony. And then anything else I get from Air, Milla, or Dagger is bonus. Anyway, that is a lot of yapping, guys, and not a lot of playing. I apologize. I expected to be able to explain this through a match, but not today. And I did remember the pots. Happy day, happy day. Wow, Leo, I expect to see you soon. I expect you to demolish my defense in return for your your free win there. Okay, and we are in tier 33 already, and it's day 1. That is fast. Let's take a quick glance at this defense result. I'm going to tell you why this is funny. So this was 6 hours ago at this point. Just to give you an idea of time-wise, at about, let's see, what would that be? At about 10 hours ago, I did a quick switch and put Sigurd over here because I needed to get clear screenshots of the units for the slides. And I mean, this was literally like maybe 15 minutes. So in that very small window that I thought for sure I wouldn't get hit, this team comes along and then sits on the result for and then sits on the map for 4 hours thinking about how they're going to defeat it. I'm sure they probably looked me up and tried to see some good replays. But anyway, I mean, honestly, unless you've got a really good knowledge of the AI, which, I mean, keep in mind I'm saying that I don't have a good enough knowledge of the AI for this, you really need near save or far save. Especially when you've got a flash staff in the mix. Yeah, and you guys know that. I don't need to tell you that. All of us have been burned by this defense. Legendary Sigurd is just a fantastic defense unit. Someone was bringing up something interesting. We've been doing a lot of complaining about the pace at which everything is moving. And yes, if we look at it in terms of offense, the game has gotten more difficult, and it's just dizzying to keep up. But if you are someone who loves to put together defenses, this is like the golden age of Aether raids. I mean, you get a new toy practically every month that you can play with and try to put different things together and do new creative, horrifying, terrible defenses that just somehow demolish me every time. But it's always interesting to hear the other side of things like that. Anyway, they take a 5-unit death. It's not great. they definitely need to look into far or near save or pot. I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those things. If you've missed it, I mean, what do you do? Keep in mind if you really need a unit and you don't mind spending on a form of soul, Winter Fae is coming out, and you should be able to get far save on her in the upcoming what do you call Hall of Forms? There we go. All right, summoners. I mean, that was basically an episode of me explaining, how Fae is right now, which is always questionable coming from one person. But I hope you guys are enjoying your light season. Keep in mind, change is fun a lot of times. It's fun to see different things, and it's fun to be in this transition period and to figure out all the little quirks. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope your light season is going well. I hope you have been able to pull for Note and she came to you easily. But if you like the episode, leave a comment or subscribe. We have lots of stuff coming. If you'd like to reach out to the show, you can do so through our subreddit at r/FEHology. You can email the show directly at FEHology@gmail.com. If you'd like to chat, you can join the research and development server or direct message us on Discord. Our tags are in the show notes. Remember, you can send your voice messages through Anchor at anchor.fm/FEHology/message. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so through anchor.fm/FEHology for as little as $1 a month. Hope you have a wonderful day and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon. Take care, guys.